There is a kind of pain that doesn't leave visible marks. No broken bones, no bandages, no stitches. Just scars etched quietly across the heart. And the strange thing about emotional scars is that no one sees them, but they shape everything. How you love, how you trust, and how you show up in life, or don't. Scars make us hide, retreat, and diminish ourselves. Fear, shame, sadness, apathy, and anger. So many layers. And if we don't move through them, we stay at the bottom of the well. And we will never, ever know what was waiting for us at the top. We never reach the full spectrum of light at the top. As females, we are born into a system where the odds are already stacked against us. A patriarchal structure that has diminished, silenced, and underestimated us for centuries. And yet, because of that, we are born with fortitude already within us, etched into the depth of our soul and our DNA. Stamina, resilience. We have to be strong. We have to face life's lessons. We have to tend to our wounds, because if we don't, those scars begin directing the course of our lives. They make us retreat, shut down, dim our light. Sometimes the lights go out completely, and we reach that place where we think, there's nothing left for me. We are exhausted and depleted. Sometimes certain scars feel too deep to heal. I know that place. I spent 5 years sleeping on my mum's sofa after returning from the States with nothing. My art career shattered, 20 years of work, no money, nowhere to go. Everything I had built completely gone. And what followed was 15 years of recovery. A dark night of the soul, a long dark night of the soul. Shame, humiliation, feeling like a complete failure. But it wasn't just the career collapse and loss of stability. It was exposure to childhood trauma, the wounds of abuse, violence, abandonment, years of bullying, all festering under the surface, hidden away in the shadows. But those old scars, they were split open, and I became physically ill for nearly 20 years because trauma unprocessed does not disappear, it embeds, it imprints, and it waits. Rumi said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." And I used to wonder, what light? Because when you are sitting in shame and humiliation, there is no light. When you feel isolated and abandoned, there is no light. When the fractured part of you that was wounded as a child is still running your adult life, There is no light, only survival. Now, that fractured part of me carried the burden for far too long. She was exhausted and disillusioned, and yet life, spirit, was offering me something I didn't yet understand. The opportunity to heal her, to relieve her of the heaviness of responsibility, because she could not continue to direct the course of my life. That responsibility had to move into the hands of the adult self. The scars were ugly. They felt like a curse. But more than anything, I wanted to feel peace. I wanted some ease and joy, and gradually the healing began. The grey was slowly turning into colour. The pain was turning around, and the scars were becoming something else. But what? What could possibly be worth that level of suffering? If the light enters the wound, how do we access it? How do we channel it? How does it dissolve shame, guilt, and sadness? All those low frequency emotions that feel suffocating. For me, the light did not magically appear. I went searching for it in endless books, gurus, seminars, workshops, therapeutic processes. I learned everything I could possibly get my hands on. Energy healing sessions, psychotherapy, talking and talking and talking. I tried plant medicine. I'd try anything. I just wanted peace and my body to heal. And slowly, layers began to shed. One habit released, one addiction softened, one emotion processed bit by bit. It was slow but steady. But one important thing I realized, I was trying to heal matter with matter, mind with mind. I didn't yet understand that healing is energetic, that the light Rumi spoke of is not intellectual, it is vibrational. It needs a funnel and a direction, together with conscious choice. It requires collaboration. This is important. Conscious mind, subconscious, superconscious, and spirit leads to alchemy, turning scars into something beautiful. Is not a cognitive process. It is energetic alchemy. And alchemy is not linear. It is mystical, layered, sacred. It asks for courage. It asks you to stay, to not climb out of the well halfway, to not declare yourself broken, to not identify with the scar, because the scar is not your identity. It is evidence that you survived, and survival is strength. Let that sink in. The beautiful on the other side, it is sovereignty. It is no longer being run by your wounds. It is responding with presence and awareness instead of reacting unconsciously. It is boundaries without guilt. It is power without aggression. It is softness without collapse. It is becoming whole, integrated. The fragmented child no longer steering the ship of your life, the adult self aligned with spirit and your soul at the helm. We are not born into ease. We are born into initiation, and because of that, we are equipped. Every scar contains encoded resilience. Every wound holds dormant light, but you must participate. You must choose. You must collaborate with something higher than your pain. Conscious choice, superconscious wisdom, subconscious repatterning, and spirit and the divine feminine. That is alchemy. If you are in the well right now, if the lights feel out, if the scars feel too deep, please hear me. You do not know what you are becoming. You may not remember that you carry the DNA of your ancestors. There are resources on my channel to release apathy, fear, shame, anger, because on the other side is not perfection. It is power. It is beauty forged in truth. It is scars transformed into your beautiful. The wound is where the light enters, but you must be willing to open the door. And when you do, you will realize you were never broken. You are becoming, evolving. You are an alchemist. This is about turning pain into power, shame into sovereignty, scars into your beautiful. And this is exactly why I created the Heart Awakening Revolution Therapy, because talking about trauma was not enough for me. Insight wasn't enough. Understanding my past wasn't enough. I could articulate my wounds intellectually and still feel imprisoned by them. Rumi's wise words: the wound is the place where the light enters you, become one of my favorite quotes because it revealed something profound. Healing isn't cognitive, it's energetic. The light does not arrive through analysis alone. It arrives when we consciously collaborate with the higher aspects of ourselves, superconscious, subconscious, and spirit. Heart was created for this purpose: to invite the light in safely and to transmute scars into sovereignty through true energetic alchemy, because deep trauma doesn't dissolve through talking. It dissolves through aligned vibration, conscious choice, and sacred collaboration within. So please hear this. Your scars are not the end of your story. They are allowing you to define and refine who you become. It is your choice. Are they scars of your demise or scars to your beautiful? You have the power to choose. Thank you for being present with me and listening. If this video supported you and inspired you, please like and share and subscribe. From my heart to yours, with love.